there by a pair of Triton Central defenders. Malachi Minkin there on the tackle for Triton Central, along with Sam Kemper. Third down, and call it 4. And Courtney Dunville over there on the far side jumped early, and that's going to give Indian Creek a first down. So another penalty on Triton Central. That's 3 here in the first half. Stops the clock with 3:12 to go. Referee marches the football 5 yards up the field. Will be spotted at the 32, 1st and 10 Braves. Trips to the far side. Here on the near side is Butler. Loth finds his receiver over there on the far side, and that's Jerson Karoa. Hit him on the flat. Picks up a gain of around 7 yards on the play. We'll spot the football just north of the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Here we go again. Here's Loth. Loth back to throw. Has time. Fires here on the near side, and he overshoots his man looking for Jerson Karoa, the 5'7", 150-pound senior. He's guarded over there by Braden Wilkins. Also on the coverage for Triton Central, Brad Schultz, who's in there defensively. So Triton Central plays a lot of guys both ways. 2:37 to go, 3rd and 3. Football at the 37-yard line of Indian Creek. Receivers right and left. Loth fakes the handoff to make fastball over the middle. Has his man. Complete down the middle to Levi Pappas, the 5'10", 175-pound sophomore. Loth wound up and fired it down. First and 10 for Indian Creek, 2:29 to go. They're going to spot the football around the 36-yard line. Loth play action fake to make. Over the middle to Butler, and he dropped the football. Butler heard footsteps from Braden Wilkins. He was coming his way, and he just couldn't hold on. That'll bring up 2nd down. Impressive pass from Loth to Karoa over the middle. Second and 10. Karoa in motion. Football handed off to Mink, and he gets across almost to the 35-yard line, and he's met there by Aiden Wasson, the 6'4", 240-pound senior. Wasson had 6 tackles against Monrovia last week. 2 weeks ago. Last week, it was Monrovia. They won 41-0. I'm looking at the wrong spot chart. Called 3rd and 8. Here's Loth. Receivers to either side. Play action fake to Mink. He's got a rainbow down here to the near side. The pass intended for Butler. He's got it. Touchdown. Butler out-jumped Mason Compton, came away with the football, and just like that, Indian Creek is back in the game. Nifty pass there from Loth to Lance Butler. And we're 1 kick away from tying this ball game up. Nick Jackson on to attempt the point after. Snap is down. Jackson kick is up, and he nailed it. So with 1:37 to go here in the first quarter, we're deadlocked at 7 points apiece. Back with more play-by-play after this.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
We're in for a ball game. 7-7. Triton Central and Indian Creek deadlocked here in Fairland, Indiana, in Shelby County, about 50 miles east of Indianapolis on Interstate 74 as you're heading towards Cincinnati. Minute 37 to go. Our halftime guest will be, we hope, Athletic Director Brian Graham, also the girls basketball coach here at Triton Central. It's homecoming, so Coach Graham has a lot of duties. Football teed up at the 40-yard line. Jagger Bray will do the kicking duties. Line drive kick. It looks like that may go out of bounds, but it's not. It's fielded over there on the far side. Mason Compton fields the football, and he runs it across the 20-yard line, and they're going to spot it around looks like the 24-yard line. So that's where Jace Stuckey and company will take over. 1st and 10. So Triton Central averaged 273 yards currently through the air versus only 125 last season. Marked improvement. Compton, Schultz here to the near side. Chandler over there on the far. Crawford in motion. He gets a pass here on the near side. Actually, that's Brad Schultz. One move, 40, 45. Knocked out of bounds around the 49-yard line. Carter Maudlin on the tackle, bouncing Crawford out of bounds. And we've got a timeout. With that, we'll take a timeout. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Beautiful night here in Shelby County. Minute 24 to go. We've got a football game on our hands here. Triton Central and Indian Creek tied at 7 apiece. Triton Central has the football, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. I'll tell you, Brad Schultz gets the football, a lot can happen. He is one fast young man. Scores from around the area in the first quarter. Bishop Chatard leads Columbus North 14-0. It's Lebanon 7, Frankfort 0. That in the first quarter. Also, Sheridan has a 6-0 lead over Clinton Prairie. That also in the first quarter. Crawford in motion. Here's Stuckey back to throw. The right-hander looks for help. He's getting pressure, gets a block, rolls near side, takes it himself across the 50, dances out of bounds around the 48-yard line. And we've got a whistle. I didn't see a flag out there, but there must be one. Clock is stopped with a minute 16 left in the quarter. Looks like we'll have an illegal shift, and that's probably going to go against Crawford. He went in motion over on the far side and headed towards the line of scrimmage a little too early. Back it up another 5 yards. So the penalty bug really hurting Triton Central here in the early going. Warren Central and Ben Davis tied at 7 in the first quarter, as is Brownsburg and Fishers. That ball game also in the first quarter of play. It's Mooresville 6, Decatur Central 3. That ball game in the first quarter as well. Receivers left and right. Stuckey looks, fires over the middle, has his man. Football's complete, and that is Brad Schultz once again. Schultz has another Triton Central first down. He dives inside the 40 to the 39-yard line of Indian Creek. Tigers on the move again. Jalen Sawyer helping out on the tackle for Indian Creek. Clock running now. We're under a minute. So we got 4 receivers to the far side. Chandler motions here to the near side. Here's Crawford again. Play action fake. In the flat is Compton. Stuckey to Compton. He breaks one tackle. Dives to the 31-yard line. But a 9-yard gain on the play. It'll be second down and call it 2. So a gain of 8. Second down and 2. As time will run out here in the first quarter of play. Tigers come to the line. Let's see if they try to run a play before the quarter ends. Stuckey in the gun. Takes the snap. They're going to run it. Looking. Fires over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Sam Kemper, and with that, time has run out in the first quarter of play. Your score, Triton Central 7, Indian Creek 7. Back after this.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459. Or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
We've got a great ball game next week on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Roncalli and Brebeuf, one of the 4 games that we'll have. We'll also have Carmel North Central, Triton Central, and Cardinal Ritter. The Raiders have had a tough go of it lately. First quarter statistics. Jay Stuckey was 6 of 7 for 99 yards. Crawford carried the football 8 times for 37 yards. And Brad Schultz had 3 receptions for 76 yards, 144 yards of total offense for Triton Central. Here, Crawford gets the carry over the left side, plows his way to around the 25-yard line. It's another Triton Central first down. Ethan Thacker in there on the tackle for Indian Creek, along with Garrett Johnson, 5'9", 185-pound junior. Just underway here in the second quarter. We're deadlocked at 7. Offensively for Indian Creek, Arj Loth, 4 of 7 for 68 yards. They had 83 yards of total offense. We talked about penalties earlier, and the Tigers had 4 penalties for 25 yards. Power sweep to the far side, and Schultz tries to get the edge. He's run out of bounds over there. Lance Butler runs him out of bounds over on the far side. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 9. Western leads Hamilton Heights 21-7 in the second quarter. Chittard maintaining a 14-0 lead over Columbus North. That ball game also in the second period of play. Like to thank the stats folks here at Triton Central for giving us quarterly statistics. Here the Tigers have the football in Indian Creek territory. Stuckey, plenty of time, plenty of protection. Fires over the middle, has his man Mason Compton. 15, 10, dives, breaks one tackle, dragging defenders. And they're going to have him down around the 1 yard line. Mason Compton caught that football and dragged defenders. Tried to get it in, but couldn't get the momentum to do so. They're going to spot the football around the 1.5 yard line. So the Tigers in the red zone looking to make it 2 of 2 in terms of opportunities. Compton lined up way here to the near side. Crawford the lone setback. Schultz will line up in the wing to the right. Crawford gets it. Breaks one tackle. Leaps! And are they going to give it to him? They're going to say he's short. They're going to say he's just shy of the goal line. Be second and goal. Football just on the edge of hitting the goal line. Carson Voles in there on the tackle for Indian Creek. Stuckey takes it up the middle, and he got in. Stuckey on a 1 yard keeper. And the Tigers regain control, regain the lead with 10:45 to go. Nice run there by Stuckey and an effective drive by the Tigers. Levi Dewey on to attempt the point after. Out of the hole to Tristan Huffman. Snap is down. Dewey's kick is perfect. 10:45 to go. Triton Central up by a touchdown, 14-7.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
We saw this back and forth scoring contest last week with Tri-West beating Western Boone. The Bruins would score, the Stars would answer. Let's see if the Braves can answer the Tigers' latest score. Jace Stuckey ran it in from a yard, and Levi Dewey will kick it off for Triton Central. Our halftime guest will be Athletic Director Brian Graham from Triton Central, also the girls basketball coach. TC always with a strong girls program. Dewey kicks it to the goal line, fielded over on the far side by Mink. Mink breaks one tackle, runs out of bounds around the 25 or the 24-yard line. That's where Indian Creek will take over, 1st and 10 with 10:40 to go. Updated scores from around the area. Sheridan with a 13-0 lead over Clinton Prairie. That ball game in the second period of play. It's Hamilton Southeastern 10, Westfield 0. Decatur Central has grabbed a 4-point lead over Mooresville 10-6. And New Pal with a 14-0 lead over Pendleton Heights. That ball game in the second quarter of play. Here's Arj Loth. Out of the gun, hands it off to Mink, and he's met there at the line of scrimmage immediately. Hayden Ball, the 6-foot, 205-pound senior, wrapped him up and threw him to the ground. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Indian Creek averaging 37.3 points a ball game, a marked improvement from a year ago when it was 13.2. I'm telling you, Casey Gillen will make a world of difference as head coach of the Braves. Trips to the near side. Loaf, play action fake. He fires over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. He had his man. He had Ramey over the middle, and he was hammered right away. He heard footsteps too, and Ramey's a little shaken up. A little shaken up there on the play. Looked like Levi Dewey was in there on the coverage as well. So Ramey trots off. He's replaced by Blake Burnham. Burnham, a 5'10", 155-pound junior. 3rd and 10. Loaf back to throw. Has Mink here on the flat in the near side. Looking to get a block, and he's wrestled from behind. And he's tackled there by Sam Kemper. Kemper all over the field tonight. Mink was looking to get a block from Logan Porter, and he had it, but Kemper dragged him down from behind. It'll be 4th down. And it looks like the Braves are going to go for it. We'll see if Loaf punts it. Wabash College did this several times last week when Liam Thompson would line up in the gun, take the snap, and they'd take a couple of steps back and then punt the football. And I don't know what we had there, but Lance Butler was sprinting down the field, so it appeared to me that Loaf would have punted the football. So that's going to put him about 5 yards back. 9:20 to go. Triton Central with a 7-point lead. Decatur Central's added a touchdown against Mooresville. They lead at 17-6. So has New Pal over Pendleton Heights. They lead at 21-0. Loaf, end over end punt. Takes a Triton Central bounce. It's fielded there by Schultz across the 50-yard line, and he's into Indian Creek territory around the 48. So that's where the Tigers will take over at 9:11 to go. We'll keep it here. Good field position. Right you are, public address man. Triton Central looking to move to 4-1 on the season. Here comes Jay Stuckey to the line. He's got receivers right and left. Kemper in a slot to the left. Near side here is Chandler. Defensive line almost moved for Indian Creek. Crawford, 45, down to the 40. He's met there by Ethan Thacker, the 5'10", 215-pound senior. He had 10 tackles against Batesville. It's a big guy. Call a gain of 8 for Crawford. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Clock continuing to run with 8:48 to go. Compton and Schultz to the far side. Chandler here to the near. Kemper in a slot. He goes motion. Comes back this way. Stuckey. Play action. Looks like there was some miscommunication there. Stuckey breaks one tackle. 35-30. 25 gets a block from Chandler. 15, 10, and he's knocked down. Loses his helmet. Stuckey has a 1st down. Jalen Sawyer wraps him up, brings him to the ground for Indian Creek. But again, Triton Central in the red zone with an opportunity to put up another score. 1st and goal. They're going to spot the ball right at the 10-yard line. Well, this Indian Creek defense has only given up 21 points a game, inclusive of 2 shutouts. So pretty stout defense, but they've met their match offensively with Triton Central. Stuckey has to come out of the football game. And this is Crawford over the right side, dives inside the 10. They're going to spot the ball right at the 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Ray Crawford runs hard. They have a lot of speed on this Triton Central football team. Chase Chandler lined up under center, replacing Stuckey. Jace is back out. 2nd and goal from the 5. Compton to the far side, way to the far side. There's Schultz in the slot to the left. Split backfield. Crawford gets it, works the right side, and he dives in for another Triton Central touchdown. Crawford takes it in from 5. And the Tigers up 26-7 with 7:23 to go here in the half. Levi Dewey will come on to attempt the point after. Dewey's 11 of 13 on the year, point afters. 1 of 2 on the season for field goals. Does a great job kicking off. Nick Jackson will hold. Check that. Tristan Huffman. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 7:23 to go, Triton Central with a 14-point lead over Indian Creek.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Levi Dewey will tee it up around his 40. Indian Creek would love to answer here. They will get the ball to start the second half. Beautiful night here in Fairland. We've really been lucky with the weather because you just never know. Dewey, high end over end kick. Malachi Mink will take it around his 5. Mink to the 20. And he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Landon Gibbons in there on the tackle for Triton Central. Gibbons a 6'1", 195-pound junior. So Arj Loth and company will take over from their own 25. Ramey back in the football game at receiver. He lines up here on the near side for the Braves. Trips to the far. Reverse. Pitch goes back to Loth. Fires downfield. The pass is incomplete. Mason Compton on the coverage over there. The pass intended for Levi Pappas. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Pappas with 17 receptions on the season for 214 yards and a pair of touchdowns. He averages 12.6 yards per catch. Loth fires here the near side. Oh, great tackle there. Jerson Caroa made the catch. And Levi Dewey was right there to wrap him up. Gain of 5 yards on the play. Landon Gibbons comes in defensively, seeing his first action of the night. Replaces Hayden Ball. 3rd and a long 5. Loth rolling far side. Southpaw fires. Oh, it's almost picked off. Mason Compton had it eye level and had nothing but green turf in front of him. He couldn't hold on. That'll bring up 4th down. Looks like the pass was intended over there on the far side for Lance Butler. About halfway through the second quarter, it's 21-7. Triton Central with a commanding 14-point lead. Braves look like they're going to go for it, but we'll see. Trying to get that defensive line to jump. Aiden Sosby and Aiden Wasson. Loth over the middle. Pass is complete. Levi Pappas on the reception. Brought down there by Schultz in there on the tackle, and we have a flag on the play. Pappas is down on the ground, and Schultz may be called for an unsportsmanlike penalty. It doesn't appear that it was targeting. We're going to take an injury timeout.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. They're certified and trained
Well, Pappas is up, went off the field under his own power, and Schultz was called with targeting. That's a 15-yard penalty. That brings the football down to the 39-yard line. Substitutions defensively on the front for the Tigers. Here's Loth running the option far side, pitches it to Mink. Mink to the 35, and he's run out of bounds. They're going to say he ran out of bounds just shy of the 35. They're going to probably spot it around the 36. 2nd and 7, gain of 3 yards for Mink. In high school targeting, it doesn't appear that they throw you out like they do in college or the NFL. Not even a warning. Colton Scoggin in at receiver. He's replacing Pappas for the time being. Loaf back to throw. Loaf, southpaw, winds up, fires over the middle. Oh, the pass is tipped, and it's intercepted. Ray Crawford with the interception for the Tigers. Gets one block. 30, 40, 40-yard line of Indian Creek, and he's brought down there. So Loaf gives up his second interception of the night. The tackle made by Logan Porter for Indian Creek. And once again, another interception leads to great field position for Triton Central. The ball was tipped, and Crawford came away with it. Boy, he looks winded as he walks off here to the near side. So Triton Central will take over, 1st and 10 from the Indian Creek 36-yard line with 6:10 to go here in the half. Chittard now with a 21-7 lead over Columbus North. That ball game in the second quarter. Braden Wilkins in at running back, giving Crawford a blow. Maybe a half yard on the play. Call it no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. It's been a ball game of opportunities defensively for Triton Central. They certainly have taken advantage of such. Compton here on the near side. Schultz in the slot to the right. Wilkins alone setback. Jace Stuckey in the gun. Pitches to the near side. That's Wilkins. Wilkins dives inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 yards on the play. Be 3rd and 8. Clock continuing to roll with 5:15 to go. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis, Graham Wilkerson and Dale Speckman at genesissportsperformance.com. Crawford back into the football game. He replaces Wilkins. Receivers left and right. Stuckey to throw. Stuckey rainbows over the middle. Has Compton wide open. Touchdown. 35-yard touchdown pass. Jay Stuckey to Mason Compton. Beautiful pass there by Stuckey, and they take advantage of the Crawford interception of Loth. Loth now with 2 interceptions on the night. And on to attempt the point after, out of the hold of Tristan Huffman, is Levi Dewey. Huffman gets a snap down. Dewey splits the uprights. And with 4:42 to go, it's Triton Central expanding their lead over Indian Creek 28-7.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Passing combination of Stuckey to Compton reaps rewards as the 2A number 9 ranked Triton Central Tigers lead Indian Creek 28-7. A year ago, Triton Central beat Indian Creek 27-9, but you never know. New coach for the Braves. Here's Dewey's boot. Mink will field it around the 3-yard line. Gets a couple of blocks. Mink dances across the 35-yard line, and he's run out of bounds around the 37. We'll see where they spot it. Braves need something on offense. They get the football to start the half. Our halftime guest will be Triton Central Athletic Director Brian Graham. Arj Loth needs to get something going. The southpaw has already thrown for over 1,000 yards. And we had a penalty on the kick. Looks like it was offsides. False start. So they're going to may have been a personal foul. So the referee will march the football back 10 yards, and Indian Creek will have the football 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. 4:35 to go here in the quarter. Not the best of field position. Loth has his work cut out for him here. He's got receivers left and right. Mink gets the handoff. Mink across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. We'll have halftime scores for you. One score of note. Ron Colley leading Guerin Catholic 28-7 in the second quarter. Of course, Guerin without their junior quarterback Ryan Zimmerman, who's out with a banged-up collarbone. Hoping he'll heal up, be back by tournament time. Loth fires the football over here on the near side. It's way incomplete. Intended for Jerson Karoa. Braden Wilkins on the coverage for Triton Central. 3rd and a long 5. So it'll be interesting to see if Casey Gillen will go for it on 4th down. That's pending what occurs here. Loth back to throw again. Shovel pass to Mink. Evades one tackle across the 20. He's got a fumble on the play. Scramble. And who's going to come away with it? They're going to say Indian Creek has the football, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Mink had the football, got stripped as he crossed the 20-yard line, and Indian Creek recovered it around the 19. So it'll be 4th and a long 2 for the Braves. Jalen Sawyer into the football game for Indian Creek. Loth trying to get that defensive front to jump for Triton Central. No luck there. 3:24 to go here in the half. Triton Central by 21. Here's Sauer. Sauer breaks one tackle. He's got enough for a 1st down. Tackle around the 24-yard line. Hayden Ball in there on the tackle for Triton Central. Jackson Ramey also checked that. Courtney Dunville also in on the tackle for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the Indian Creek 14. Clock continuing to roll. We're inside 3 minutes. And we have an official's timeout. Hayden Ball limping off the field. Landon Gimmons checks back into the football game, replacing Ball. Receivers right and left. Ramey lines up here on the near side. Play action fake. Loth over the middle to Ramey. It's intercepted. Picked off again. This time dancing into the end zone. Unbelievable. Levi Dewey, the 5'9", 135-pound junior. Arj Loth has been picked off 3 times, and this Levi Dewey took in for a pick 6, and he'll attempt the point after. Not the best of nights for the left-hander. Huffman has a snap down. Dewey drills the extra point. And with 2:52 to go, Triton Central with a commanding 34-7 lead. It's all Tigers.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Levi Dewey, roughly a 35-yard interception return for a score. And Triton Central now with a 28-point lead. 2:52 to go. Braves need something. They got to get something going here. They can't afford to get down by 35 because that will trigger the running clock rule in the second half. And Indian Creek gets the ball to start the second half of play. Dewey has it at his 40. He'll tee it up. Mink back deep for Indian Creek. High end over ender. Takes Mink back to his own 2-yard line. Mink tries to get the edge, and he's wrapped up there by Mason Compton. So the Braves will try to get something going here. We'll see what Casey Gillen has up his sleeve. One good drive is really all it takes. Just gain some momentum. That's something they have not been able to do tonight due to, frankly, 3 interceptions. Loth in the gun, back to throw. The southpaw winds up, fires over the middle, passes complete to Pappas, and he dropped it. Pappas heard footsteps there. Henry Smith on the coverage there for the Tigers. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Twins to the far side. Twins to the near side. Look back to throw again. Sets up a screen on the far side to Sowers. Sowers across the 25, 30, 35. And he's rambled down over there on the far side by Brad Schultz. So Schultz knocks him down, but it's enough for an Indian Creek first down with 2:30 to go. Twins right and left. Loth trying to get momentum. Steps up, looking, fires over the middle, passes incomplete, intended for Jerson Karoa around the 45-yard line. Brad Schultz in there on the coverage again for Karoa. He was all over Jerson, the Triton Central receiver, defensive back. Bring up 2nd down and a long 10, obviously. Screen pass on the far side of Malachi. It's going nowhere. Loth hit Malachi Mink. And he's tackled over there on the far side. Lucas Kleeman in there on the tackle. First time we've called his name tonight. Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 13 from the Indian Creek 34. Loth, play action fake from Mink. Looks, Rainbows here the near side. Looking down the field, and he has his man. Jackson Ramey pulls it in. They're going to say the football hit the ground. Ramey was wide open. Loth had a lot of air under it, and they say the ball hit the ground. Levi Dewey in there on the coverage. Braden Wilkins showing some good sportsmanship there, saying, hey, man, great effort. That'll bring up 4th and long. Casey Gillen not happy with that call. And it looked like he maintained possession, but the tip of the football may have hit the ground. 4th and long. Minute 47 to go in the half. Whistles all over the place. What do we have? I want to reset the play clock. We'll have scores for you at halftime, along with Triton Central Athletic Director Brian Graham. Tonight's brawl game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Here's Loth with a quick punt. Ball bounces at the 37, takes a Triton Central roll, and it'll be down at the 40-yard line. Jerson Caroa downs the football, so Jay Stuckey and company have a minute 43 to go. Couple of timeouts. They can get that running clock enabled here for the second half. Homecoming tonight here at Triton Central, always a very exciting time. Receivers right and left. Stuckey back to throw. Fires here on the near side, has his man Chandler. Chandler is rolled out of bounds by Jalen Sawyer around midfield. That'll bring up 2nd down and short. Stops the clock with a minute 36 to go. And what do we have here? We've got a timeout by Triton Central. They'll stop the clock with a minute 36.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, Indian Creek was hoping to put some points on the board, gain some offensive momentum as we head towards the end of the first half of play. They trail by 28, 35-7, and it looks like Triton Central is taking a second timeout. We'll keep it here. We'll have scores from around the area coming up at halftime. Also late tonight, early tomorrow morning, go to IndianaHighSchoolSports.net for plenty of game recaps, your favorite teams from around the area. We try to promote as many kids as we can. 2nd and short. Football just shy of the 50-yard line. Twins to the far side. Here's Jay Stuckey. Minute 39 to go in the half. Stuckey under center. Play action fake to Crawford. Gets some pressure. Rolls here to the far side. Now he's looking again. Pops it over the middle. Has his man. Pass is complete. Sam Kemper on the reception. Inside the 30-yard line. The football be spotted at the 28. Stuckey buying time and found Kemper over on the far side. Chase back to throw. Flag on the play. Rolling's going to keep him himself. 30, 25, 20, 15. Down around the 11-yard line, and we'll see if that'll hold. If it does, that'll be a Triton Central first down. Here's a call. Got a false start going against Triton Central, so that'll bring it back 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15. We'll spot the football at the 33. Minute 17 to go. But the Tiger offense is potent. They can strike at any time. Compton lines up here on the near side. Schultz in the wing to the right. Chandler lines up on the far side. Stuckey under center. Crawford's the setback. Little screen here to Evans. Gets a block from Kemper. 25-20. Turns a corner. 15-10. Dashes into the end zone. Touchdown, Triton Central. Wasn't expecting this. Stuckey, that combination from Stuckey to Schultz is deadly. Levi Dewey on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Huffman. Snap is down, and Dewey's kick is good. So the 1:09 to go. It's all Triton Central, 41-7.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
A lot of happy fans here in Fairland, Indiana. If you're a Triton Central booster. You know, if you're Casey Gillen, what do you tell your team at halftime? You're down 35 points. You're going to have a running clock unless they can score with a minute to go. You got to gain some momentum. Indian Creek at 3-1 on the season. 0-1 in the West Indiana Conference. Short kick. Fielded over there on the far side. And it looks like that was Braden Lohorn. Indian Creek will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. $1:07 to go. We'll have scores and statistics at halftime. Also, like to remind you, we've got other games going on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Rebuff Culver Academy, Plainfield Greenwood, and Mount Vernon Delta in the Muncie area. Loth hands off to Make. Dances over the right side, gains around 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Braves. And it looks like Casey Gillen may be content just getting into halftime. Ramey lines up here on the near side. Twins to both sides. Here's Loaf back to throw. Loaf fires over the middle, has Karoa across the 40-yard line, trips up, and is down at the 39-yard line. Nifty pitch and catch there from Loaf to Karoa. Twins again. Loaf back to throw. Fires here on the near side. The pass is incomplete. Intended once again for Karoa. Braden Wilkins there on the coverage for Triton Central, along with Lucas Kleeman. Karoa just simply dropped the football. That stops the clock with 29.2 to go. Here's Loaf in the gun. Back to throw. Looks, fires, rainbows the far side, and the pass is incomplete, and we're going to have pass interference called over on the far side. Mason Compton and Brad Schultz over there on the coverage for Triton Central. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Jackson Ramey. And the referees will march the football 15 yards back the other way. So Indian Creek will be in the red zone for the 2nd time tonight. Looks like the interference, the PI may have been against Schultz. Well, they're going to spot the football at the 25. So I must have been wrong in my math. 22 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Trips to the near side. Here's Loaf. Play action fake. Fires near side. Pass is intercepted. Interception number 4. Dancing down the sideline and out of bounds is Ray Crawford. Loaf with his 4th interception of the night. Crawford runs out of bounds with 12.5 seconds to go. So we will have a running clock to start the second half of play. I would imagine that Triton Central coach Tim Abel will have Stuckey simply take a knee, run out the clock, and get into the locker room at halftime. You know, if you're Coach Abel, do you put in your 2s, start to put in your 3s later in the third? Got a running clock. That's going to go quickly. Receivers right and left. Schultz here on the near side. Here's Stuckey directing traffic. Switches Kemper and Crawford. Stuckey into the gun. 15 seconds remaining on the play clock. Takes a snap. They're going for blood. Over the middle. Oh, he had his man. Crawford was wide open over on the right down the middle, and Stuckey overthrew him. He had pressure there from Hunter Eater, the 5'8", 185-pound junior for Indian Creek. Stops the clock with 8.8 to go. Again, halftime. Our halftime guest will be Triton Central and girls basketball coach Brian Graham. Here are the Tigers. Stuckey takes the snap. Pressured. Rolls far side. Fires. Has his man all alone over there. Looks Chase Chandler. Breaks one tackle. Gets out of bounds around the 10-yard line as time has run out here in the first half of play. It's been all Triton Central. Triton Central 42, Indian Creek 7. Back with our halftime show after we pause for this break.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast.
Try our easy-to-use Shop by Payment tool. You set what you want to spend, and our True Payments engine will find the best matches across our entire inventory. You can even add your trade-in. You'll get customized financing for every vehicle matching your budget. You'll be amazed at what you can buy. There is no impact on your credit and no obligation to buy. Shop by Payment.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, welcome back to the campus of Triton Central High School in Fairland, Indiana. We're about 50 miles east of Indianapolis on 74 as you head towards Cincinnati. That's without a lot of traffic. Where it's all Triton Central. The Tigers leading Indian Creek by a 42-7 score. 4 interceptions has been the name of the game. Arj Loth from Indian Creek has fired 4 interceptions. One was a pick 6 by Levi Dewey. And the second quarter was all TC, to say the least. So we'll have some scores from around the area. And tonight's ball game, of course, brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. By Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Graham Wilkerson and Dale Speckman at genesissportsperformance.com. By High Gear Marketing. Visit High Gear at highgearmktg.com for all your digital needs. And by Ray Skillman, Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. My buddy Dave Everett over there. Great selection of used vehicles, and believe it or not, they're getting more Kias too, so always a good sign. We'll come back after this break and give you some scores from around the area and have some halftime stats.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Halftime, always an exciting time if you're a high school student. Make that homecoming always exciting. And it's exciting if you're at halftime, too. You can go around, see your friends, etc. And if you're a Triton Central fan, you are even more excited because the Tigers lead 42-7 here in the as we go into the third quarter play. Stats from the first half of play: Arj Loth was 11 of 25 for 134 yards and 4 touchdowns. Jerson Carroll carried the football 4 times for 31 yards. Levi Pappas, 2 carries for 42 yards. Malachi Mink had 3 for 11 yards, and Lance Butler had 1 reception for 34 yards. For the Tigers, Jay Stuckey is 13 of 15 for 260 yards in the first half. Brad Schultz had 4 receptions for 109 yards. Mason Compton had 4 receptions for 71 yards. Ray Crawford had 13 carries for 60 yards. The Tigers had 11 first downs, 7 penalties for 60 yards. 4 of those were in the first quarter of play. Scores from around the area tonight. At the half, it's Bishop Chatard 21, Columbus North 13. Also at the half, Ron Colley all over Garin Catholic 42-7. It's Zionsville 23, Noblesville 7. That's ball game at the half. Many of these are already at the half. Sheridan 19, Clinton Prairie nothing. Carmel with a 17-0 lead over Lawrence North. Ben Davis and Warren Central deadlocked at 21 at the half. It's Brownsburg 21, Fishers 14 at the half. Greenfield Central all over Shelbyville, 28-0. New Pal, boy, it's a tough year for Pendleton Heights. New Pal all over Pendleton Heights, 35-0. That ball game also at the half. Late in the second quarter, Western Boone 7, North Montgomery nothing. It's Center Grove 15, North Central nothing. Western leading Hamilton Heights 28-14. Decatur Central 17, Mooresville 12. Delphi with a 27-7 lead over Tri-Central. That ball game at the half. And we'll have more scores for you throughout the night. Again, tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Back with our halftime guest, Triton Central Athletic Director and girls basketball coach Brian Graham, after we pause for this break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Welcome back to Triton Central High School in Fairland, Indiana. We're at halftime, where the TC Tigers have a commanding 42-7 lead over Indian Creek. Joining us now is athletic director and girls basketball coach Brian Graham. And Coach, I wasn't expecting this.
Well, no, I tell you what, you love having such a big crowd on homecoming for the kids and the community, and Indian Creek's are a really, really good team, and we just showed up and showed out so far. We've played really, really well. I'm very impressed with our guys tonight.
Unbelievable facility. I'm in a lot of gyms.
Thank you.
I'm in a lot of fields, and I mean the community spirit. I got here at 5 o'clock. There's already somebody over here, an RV. They're starting to tailgate right away. And I'm just thinking, this is awesome.
I mean, Triton Central, everyone always asks me, and I've been here now 24, 25 years, and everyone asks, why do you stay? Why do you love it? It's because it's family. It's a community. Triton Central is a community center of Shelby County, and it's just a great place to be. The facilities, like you said, with our fields and our field houses, and it's just a top-notch facility. But what makes it that is because of the people that we have.
You're right. It's all about people. Mm-hmm. And speaking of people,
relationships.
Yeah, it is. And you've got a relationship with Jay Stuckey, who seems to have an unbelievable, relationship with his receivers, with Crawford. It's been a tough night for Arj Loth. He's thrown 4 interceptions. Yeah. He's had the pick 6 with Dewey sprinting down the sideline. Defense has risen to the occasion tonight. But talk a little bit about Jay Stuckey, and he's a pretty special junior.
Oh, first off, what people don't realize is Jace is so humble off the field. He's always yes, sir, no, sir. In the classroom, straight-A student, gets his work done, just a good kid. And as a coach myself, Coach Abel will be the first one to tell you that when you're a good kid, becoming a great player makes it a lot easier. Yeah. And I think that's what Jace really entails what a student athlete is. He's a big just TC guy inside and out, and the kids love his leadership, and with him being a junior, I think he's got a lot more to prove.
Oh, there's a lot of growth still.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Let's shift gears and talk girls basketball.
Okay.
So you got a season coming up here.
Uh-huh.
Talk a little bit about the ball club. Your daughter's standing over here, so we're not going to brag too much about her. But obviously Lizzie plays a big part of it. But, before we start talking about the team, talk about how tough it is to coach your own kid.
Well, I don't think people realize. I think people who've never been in my situation as a educator and an AD and a coach and then a dad and then coach your own kid, I don't think people realize. They think maybe, that kid's got it made. She's got to be the hardest worker. She's got to have the biggest tolerance of getting yelled at by myself. I'm sure her and her mom enjoy talking about the coach when I'm not at home from practice yet. But, I give her so much credit behind the scenes. She doesn't always hear it from me, but I love her to pieces, and she works so hard. And she I was told a long time ago, I've been in coaching now 25 years, and I had a mentor one time tell me, before I had kids, they said, if you ever have a kid, and at the time I coached boys, they said, if you ever have a kid, you better hope their kid is one of the best or one of the worst, because anything in the middle is favoritism.
Right.
Well, I want to give hats off to Lizzie, because she's made my job easier on that, because she's one of the best I've ever coached. And so it actually makes my job a little bit easier.
And she's your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just something. I have 4 boys and a girl. My daughter is the youngest.
I have 3, and oldest and youngest are boys. So I always tell her she's my favorite daughter.
That's right. Be something extra in your stocking this holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely.
So talk about the ball club this coming season.
Yeah, Lizzie's one of our 5 seniors. We just have a ton of speed. Very athletic, lots of speed. I wouldn't say we're as big as we have been in the past, but we're just so fast and we're so deep. I mean, this summer we were playing 9-10 deep every summer game, and nothing changing. Sometimes when coaches play that deep, they have to change something they're doing, and we just kept doing what we were doing with whoever was on the floor. And being an LTB, Lady Tiger basketball player, has a lot of pressure. Over the last 15 years, we've averaged 20 wins a season, averaged.
Yeah.
And so these girls, day in and day out, they're just expected to win all the time. And that pressure, you either have to embrace it and try to keep getting better, or you fold.
How do they live up to those expectations? Because it's a tough gig.
Well, and these girls, Lizzie and the 4 other seniors and even our underclassmen, they've been raised on, what a Lady Tiger basketball player is, what the expectations are, what the community expects you to do. You win by 20, you're supposed to. You win by 5, what's wrong? It's never satisfaction for them, and people always expect more. And I always tell them that when you go to college, either playing sports or not playing sports, you're going to be prepared for life. So I'm just really, really proud of all the girls and how much effort, time, dedication, and the parents. If the parents didn't have the same commitment and allow the kids to do what they do, over fall break, over summer break, we wouldn't be where we are. So I'm really just super excited, very proud to be in the position that I'm in. Very lucky.
Talk about summer play. How important is that for a high school team?
Well, I am glad that the IHSA switched the competition days. Starting next year, you're only allowed you can practice as much as you want, but you're only allowed to compete, play games 10 days. Because it was starting to get out of hand. Some people playing 50 games a year or whatever. We try to play about 20. We try to play 20, 25 games in the summer. And something with us is we're very lucky. We usually get about 95% attendance. People do it coming. So that allows us to see lots of different things. It's kind of like NFL preseason. You want to do well, but you don't want to post on social media what your summer record is. It doesn't really mean that much. So when I see other people do that, I'm like, well, you went 3-20 last year, and now you're 5-1 this summer. Well, I wouldn't post that yet, So that's one thing I always try to teach our girls about is staying grounded. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Stay grounded. Control what you can control. And if everyone does their job, nothing's left undone. And that's kind of our philosophy that we go with things.
So aside from Lizzie, who else will you be relying on this
season? We have
you're senior laden.
Oh, yeah, we're very senior heavy. We got a great athletic off guard, Maddie Brown. We've got Hallie Schweitzer. We've got Jenna Cox. We got another senior, Riley Ross. We've got junior Brooklyn Bailey. I can go on and on. We've got some newcomers coming in. Just very, we've got people who played JV last year or was a tweener, and all of a sudden now, like a Kennedy Brown, who's a junior, she started some games in the summer. So, that's what I really like about it. We got a girl, Haley Harris. I know I'm leaving someone out because we've got so many, which is a good problem to have. So it's just a great thing to be able to look over and go, okay, we can be aggressive. We get in foul trouble. We can sub someone out. We can keep going. And that's kind of how we play in your face defensively. We think easy offense is good defense. That's kind of what we try to do.
Coach, thanks very much.
Hey, thank you very much.
Appreciate the hospitality.
Hey, we appreciate it. Like I said, Triton Central is a family, and you guys are part of the family tonight, so enjoy, and everyone listening, thanks for listening. And if you're ever out in Fairland, stop by TC.
We want to get out here to do some girls' games and boys' games this coming season, so we'll make it a point. We'll ring you up.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Thank you.
Triton Central Athletic Director and girls basketball coach Brian Graham, our guest here at halftime, as both teams come onto the field to begin the second half. Again, we are at halftime where Triton Central maintains a 42-7 lead over Indian Creek.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Try our easy-to-use Shop by Payment tool. You set what you want to spend, and our True Payments engine will find the best matches across our entire inventory. You can even add your trade-in. You'll get customized financing for every vehicle matching your budget. You'll be amazed at what you can buy. There is no impact on your credit and no obligation to buy. Shop by Payment.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, we'll start the half and the rest of the ball game with a running clock. Both teams back on the field. They've gone through their warm-ups, and Indian Creek will open up the half with the football. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Tim Abel will not necessarily call off the dogs, but get the twos and the threes in here in the third quarter. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesisportsperformance.com. And by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal. They put a roof and gutters on my house. I got to tell you, the curb appeal is spectacular. Sam and Rob Urey over there. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Again, we invite you to come to IndianaHighSchoolSports.net late tonight or tomorrow morning, where we will have game recaps from around the area. Nick Orr, a Butler University freshman, sports journalism major, is pounding those out. Thank you to all the coaches sending us statistics so we can put together those game recaps and promote the kids. So if you're Casey Gillen, first-year coach at Indian Creek, you're probably telling your kids, listen, we got to get some momentum. Let's get our heads up. Let's get ready for next week. This is a non-conference game. And while every coach wants to win every single game during the regular season, the season really doesn't start until mid-October when the tournament begins. So let's take a look at some scores from around the area, some updates. Bishop Chatard leading Columbus North 21-13. At Sheridan all over Clinton Prairie 35-0. Brownsburg leads Fishers 24-14. That ball game also in the third. Western leading Hamilton Heights 35-14. Hamilton Southeastern by 10 over Westfield 17-7. That ball game also in the third quarter of play. It's Danville 14, Tri-West 9 in the Battle of Hendricks County. Pendleton Heights is on the board. They trail New Pal 35-7. That ball game in the third quarter. At half, Ron Colley's all over Guerin 42-10. Zionsville 23, Noblesville 7. That ball game at the half. Also at the half, Western Boone leading North Montgomery 14-8. Center Grove leading North Central 22-0. That ball game at the half. And here we are getting set for the opening kickoff. Actually, it's Indian Creek that will be kicking the ball. Triton Central won the toss and they deferred, so they will get the football to start the third quarter. Big night of high school football. Hard to believe it's halfway over. Week 5. Incredible. Where does the time go? Jagger Bray will kick off for Indian Creek. He has the ball at his 40. It's a short end over ender, fielded by the upback around the 30-yard line. Swings it outside, gets across the 35-yard line, dancing and wrangled out of bounds. Cash Compton, the upback, fielding the football for TC. And here comes the Triton Central offense. They have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40. Just underway here in the third quarter of play, and the running clock has begun. Tim Abel still has his ones on the field. We'll see how long that lasts, probably a series or two. Mason Compton lines up here on the near side. Schultz in a slot to the right. Crawford, the lone setback to the left of Jay Stuckey. Here's Evans. Crawford, 40, 45, breaking one tackle, cutting near side across midfield. 40, 35, gets a block from Compton, gets another block from Compton. Finally pushed out of bounds by Carson Voles around the 25-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 26. A long gain there by Ray Crawford, his longest of the night. Good blocking there by Compton, the receiver, all the way downfield. Triton Central averaging 29.3 points a ball game and 368 yards of total offense per game. Stuckey under center. Hands the ball to the upback. That's Sam Kemper. Kemper breaking a tackle inside the 20-yard line down to the 10. It'll be another Triton Central first down. Sam Kemper with a nifty run there. The clock continuing the roll. They're going to spot the ball at the 11. 1st and 10, Triton Central. Another red zone opportunity for the Tigers. Kemper and Crawford will line up in the eye. Schultz in a slot to the left. He motions far side. Kemper gets it again. Drives his way down to around the 5-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. They're going to spot the football. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 7. Kemper this time, he'll line up kind of as a wing back to the right. Crawford to the right of Stuckey. Here's Schultz, motions near side. Crawford gets it, turns the edge, walks into the end zone, touchdown Triton Central. Ray Crawford on a 6-yard scamper on the left side, and Triton Central continues to build on that lead. We'll see if they send out Levi Dewey to attempt the point after. And Tim Abel will send out Brogan Winslow, 5'11", 175-pound senior, to attempt the point after. He did so the first touchdown, soccer-style kicker. Huffman has the snap down, and Winslow drills it. So with 8:48 to go here in the third quarter, it's all Triton Central, 49-7.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
A 42-point Triton Central lead, 49-7. Running clock here as instituted by the IHSAA several years ago. Winslow to kick off. High end over end, fielded by Mink at the 5. Mink to the 20. He's run into there by Braden Wilkins for Triton Central, along with Isaac Byers. So Arj Loth trots back on the field. It's been a rough night for Loth. The 6'3", 175-pound senior has thrown 4 interceptions in the first half. One, a pick six by Levi Dewey late in the second quarter of play. Loth over the middle, and it's caught by Levi Pappas. He's dumped immediately over there on the far side. Nick Riggins in there on the tackle for Triton Central. Gain of 5 on the play. Loth to Pappas. It's going to be second down and a long 5. Ray Crawford checks out. Looks like we have an equipment issue. Crawford checks out. Brogan Winslow comes back into the game at the safety position. Gets some instruction there by Brad Schultz. 2nd and 6. Trips here to the near side. Loth, play action fake. Fires over the middle. Pass is complete. That's Karoa. And he's hit and dumped at the 40-yard line. Brad Schultz in there on the tackle for Triton Central. It's going to be a first down for Indian Creek. And gaining momentum is what the Braves need. Something to hang their head on here. They're actually going to spot the ball just shy of the 40, so call it the 39. Lance Butler lines up here on the near side. Twins left and right. Here's Loth. Hands off, fakes the handoff to Sauer. He keeps it across the 45-yard line. He slides to the 46. Be a gain of about 6 yards. Call it second down and a long 4. Hayden Ball, Hayden Wasson there defensively, along with Courtney Dunville for Triton Central. Here's Loth, hands it off to Sowers this time, and he gets maybe a yard and a half, and that'll be it. Dunville in on the tackle for Triton Central. Be third down and call it a long 3. Game recaps late tonight. Nick Orr will be working on them feverishly. And tomorrow morning, There's Sowers again. Up the gut, left side, has running room. Had a little bit of space, and he gets down to around the 36-yard line. Nice run by Jalen Sauer, 5'9", 175-pound junior. Longest rush of the night for Indian Creek. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Braves. Here's Loth back to throw. Southpaw winds up, fires over the middle for Sowers, and it's incomplete. Brad Schultz there again, providing heated coverage for Triton Central. Made contact with Sowers, and he'll check out of the ball game in favor of Malachi Mink. Mink, a 5'9", 170-pound sophomore. He's had 51 carries for 274 yards and 5 TDs. There's Loth firing over the middle. The pass is complete. Jackson Ramey in on the reception for Indian Creek. Chase Chandler on the tackle for the Tigers. And just like that, Indian Creek, a little bright spot there. They are in the red zone. Here's Loth again. Receivers left and right. Shovel pass to Mink. 10-5. Driving inside the 5 to around the 4-yard line. He's met there by Mitch Ryan for Triton Central. Be 1st and goal. Football spotted at around the 3 or 4. Here's Mink again. Works the left side. He's tripped up from behind. Not much of a gain on the play. Hayden Ball in there on the tackle for Triton Central. No gain on the play. Be 2nd down and goal from around the 4-yard line. Here's Loaf, hands it to Mink again, and he tries to dive into the end zone, and he's going to be just shy. He's going to be tackled around the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation. Hayden Ball in there again, defensively, along with Mitch Ryan for Triton Central. And we have a whistle. What do we have? Officials timeout. We have 2:32 to go here in this ball game. Looks like Malachi Mink checks out. He goes over to have a word with head coach Casey Gillen. Chris Perkin checks into the football game for Triton Central, a 5'4", 165-pound sophomore. 3rd and goal. Football spotted at the 2. Mink gets it again, and he dives in, and he's in for the touchdown. So Mink took the handoff from Loth, went 2 yards, and just like that, Indian Creek scores on their first possession. Malachi Mink picks up the touchdown for the Braves. It's his 6th of the season. And the point after, the snap is down and the kick is up, and it's good. So with 2:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, and we do have a running clock, it's Triton Central 49, Indian Creek 14.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
49-14 your score. 2:04 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Indian Creek will kick off from their own 40.
So you got to wonder, are they going to onside it here? Really got nothing to lose. Scores from around the area, fourth quarter at Sheridan 42, Clinton Prairie nothing. And they did indeed attempt the onside kick, recovered by the Tigers right around the 50-yard line. So Triton Central will take over with 1:43 to go here in the quarter. It's Hamilton Southeastern 20, Westfield 7. That ball game in the fourth quarter. New Pal with a 42-7 lead over Pendleton Heights. That ball game also in the fourth period of play. Zionsville now with a 23-point lead over Noblesville late in the third, 30-7. Ben Davis and Warren Central deadlocked at 28. That ball game also late in the third quarter of play. Brownsburg now with a 31-14 lead over Fishers. Here come the Tigers. Schultz motions near side. New quarterback in the ball game is Chase Chandler. He hands the football off over the right side. Gain of 5 yards on the play, and we have a whistle. Braden Wilkins lost his helmet, and we'll see what the call was. Tim Abel starting to put in his twos. Personal foul. Looks like the personal foul face mask will go against Indian Creek. So I'll put the football around the 30-yard line as time winds down here in the third quarter.
Intentional face mask will be a 50-yard penalty, moving the ball down to the 30. First and 10 Tigers.
Chandler relieving Jay Stuckey. Chandler, a 6', 175-pound sophomore. He's got Compton here to the near side. As time winds down, Tim Abel wants the club to let time expire, and that's indeed what they'll do. So at the end of 3 periods of play, Triton Central with a 49-14 lead over Indian Creek.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Triton Central with the football. And we have a bunch of new players into the football game for Triton Central. Sam Collier in at quarterback. He's replacing Jay Stuckey and Chase Chandler. Collier, a 5'6", 135-pound sophomore. And we've got a whistle. Braden Brown, a 6'1", 175-pound
freshman, is in at running back. He replaces Crawford. Also into the football game, Chris Perkin, 5'4", 165 pounds, and a sophomore. Collier tosses far side. And Brown gets the edge, and he gets about a gain of 7. It'll be third down and a long 3. Football spotted around the 35-yard line of Indian Creek. Clock running with 11:14 to go. We'll have scores from around the area and stats as well at the conclusion of our ball game. Trips here to the near side. Collier in the gun. Collier rolls, fires, passes complete. Matthew Ward wraps up the receiver on the play. Devin Gerganis, his first reception of the night. It's a first down for Triton Central. They'll spot the ball around the 22. Clock rolling. Collier gets a call from Tim Abel. Comes back to the huddle. Next week, we'll have several games for you. We'll have Triton Central against Cardinal Ritter, Carmel North Central, the big one, Ron Colley against Brebeuf, along with a game in Muncie. So 4 games next week on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Miscommunication there. Collier got the handoff, finally got it to Chris Perkin, and he fumbled the ball. Mishap on the exchange on the handoff, and Indian Creek will take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line as the clock continues to roll with 9:45 to go. Arj Loth still in the ball game at quarterback for Indian Creek as the Braves try to get some positive momentum. They scored on their last possession. Receivers right and left. Loth hands the football off. That's Sauer. Across the 30-yard line, we've got a flag over on the far side. Be interesting to see what that one is. That actually will. Sauer had a first down. See what the call is. Looks like a sideline warning against Indian Creek. Brogan Winslow checks into the football game defensively for Triton Central. So that'll be a first down for the Braves. Sauer with a nice run over the right side. Clock rolling. We're inside 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Receivers right and left. Loth looking over for instructions. Sauer to the right of Loth. Loth drops back. Rainbow's the far side, and the pass is broken up. Almost intercepted over there on the far side. Pass is incomplete. And that'll bring up second down. And it was Mason Compton over there on the coverage, breaking up the pass for the Tigers. Here's Sauer again, across the 40, dragging defenders up to around the 42-yard line. Gain of 8 yards on the play. Call it third down and 2. Braden Brown, Braxton Zimmerman into the football game for the Tigers. Here's Sauer again, and he bangs across the 45 up to around the 47. That'll be a first down for Indian Creek. Clock will stop to move the chains, and then they'll get it going once again. Sauer checks out of the football game. Connor McClure comes in, along with Devin Gerganis. McClure, a 5'11", 155-pound freshman, seeing his first action of the night. He lines up over on the far side, Gerganis to the right. And we have a new quarterback in the ball game. And that's Gerganis. He fires down the far side. It's picked off. Intercepted over there on the far side. Nifty interception there. And that's Sam Collier. Check that. Brogan Winslow on the interception. So that's the 5th turnover of the night for Indian Creek. All interceptions. Tigers will take over. Clock running with 6:10 to go. But Tigers with a lot of 2s and 3s. Chase Chandler in at quarterback. Check that. Sam Collier hands the football over the right side. Across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Second and 5. 5:30 now to go. So Triton Central will improve to 4-1 on the year. Indian Creek will drop to 3-2 and try to regroup next week. Tigers taking their time to the line. Sam Collier underneath center. I formation in the backfield, receivers right and left. Football handed off over the right side, maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play. Bo Copeland, the ball carrier. He's carried the last 2 times for Triton Central. I'll bring up about a 3rd and 4 situation. We're with 4:45 to go. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com and by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Here at Triton Central, Collier on the gun. Hands the football off on the jet sweep over on the far side. Braden Brown gets across midfield inside the 45 of Indian Creek down to around the 43. First down for the Tigers. Grant Kegley checking into the football game on the offensive line, a 6', 170-pound freshman. Also, Gabe Shaw, another freshman, coming in for Triton Central. First and 10 from the 45-yard line of Indian Creek. So when you get the 2s and 3s in, of course they're going to want to score. You know, Tim Abel's not trying to run up the score at all, but obviously his, second and third string kids want to perform well. Bo Copeland again on the carry. Gain of about 3 yards will bring up a 2nd down and 7. Braden Lathrop checking out of the football game for Triton Central. 3:15 to go. We'll have scores and stats from tonight's ball game, scores from around the area. Of course, visit us at IndianaHighSchoolSports.net for plenty of game recaps late tonight and tomorrow morning. There's Sam Collier, the sophomore, in the gun, trips to the far side. Collier hands off again to Copeland, across the 40-yard line, bangs down to around the 37. Gain of about 5 yards or so. Call it 3rd down and a long 3. 2:30 to go. Great crowd on hand tonight. Fans all around the fence area. Of course, it's homecoming here at Triton Central. Brown to the far side. Gerganis here on the near side. Copeland the lone setback. Sam Collier waiting for the play clock to run down. Collier hands the football to the up back, and that's Chris Perkin. He has enough for another TC first down. Bangs down to around the 20, checked at the 31-yard line. We're under 2 minutes to go. Triton Central with a commanding 49-14 lead over Indian Creek.
Again, a reminder that the IHSA is seeking officials for all sports. You can text official to 317-9.
TC with wholesale substitutions here.
Through sport awaits. Text official to 317-943.
And on first down, it looks like they're going to try a field goal, which is interesting. Brogan Winslow on to attempt a rather long field goal. What do we have here? We have a delay of game going against Triton Central. Interesting call from Tim Abel. Now, I can kind of get it because you never know when you're going to need your kicker, particularly around tournament time. So the field goal unit comes off the field, and the offense appears to come back on. So that'll make it first down and 15 with 48 seconds to go. 20 seconds remaining on the play clock, so they'll take a knee or run one more play, and then that'll be it. They're going to take a knee. Sam Collier indicated that to the referee, and then that'll be it. So your final score tonight from Triton Central High School in Fairland, Indiana. It's the Triton Central Tigers 49, Indian Creek 14. Back with our post-game show after we pause for this break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Well, we weren't expecting this one. We thought we would have a much tighter ball game than this, and frankly it was in the first quarter of play, but in the second quarter, Triton Central just took over, posting a 35-point commanding lead over Indian Creek. Rough night for Braves quarterback Arj Loth, tossing 4 interceptions, and the replacement for him threw a 5th. So 5 interceptions on the night for Indian Creek, and frankly, it's tough to win when you're turning the ball over that much. Final score tonight is Triton Central 49 and Indian Creek 14. Scores from around the area. In the fourth quarter, Bishop Chittard with a 15-point lead over Columbus North, 35-20. It's Western Boone 35, North Montgomery 8. That ball game in the fourth. Also in the fourth, Brownsburg by 17 over Fishers, 38-21. Many of these games in the fourth quarter, Hamilton Southeastern leading Westfield by 6, 20-14. Center Grove 29, North Central nothing. It's Ben Davis 35, Warren Central 28, and a high-scoring affair there. Greenfield Central all over Shelbyville 47-0. It's Martinsville 21, Franklin 20, type ball game there. Pike with a 14-0 lead over Lawrence Central. Kind of surprising. Pike looking for their first win of the season. Lawrence Central in first place in the MIC Conference. It's Whiteland 26, Perry Meridian 8, Lutheran by 4 over Cascade 16-12. New Pal handles Pendleton Heights tonight 42-14. And Roncalli still all over Guerin. That ball game very late in the fourth period of play. So once again, your final score here tonight. Triton Central 49, Indian Creek 14. Join us next week. We'll have 3 ball games on tap. We've got Cardinal Ritter at Cardinal Ritter versus Triton Central. They'll be home facing these same Tigers. We'll have Roncalli Brebeuf. That will be our game of the week. That ought to be a heck of a football game. And then Carmel versus North Central, plus we'll have our ball game up in Muncie. So, again, the final score tonight, Triton Central 49,